Peace, family. Today we're going to talk about how do you know what your life purpose is? If this is something that you've been wondering, stay tuned. Good morning. I am extremely happy to be here. My name is Hadida. If you do not know me, I am a holistic healer. I am a naturopathic doctor by trade. I am a master herbalist. I am a doula, and I am a woman empowerer. My own word. I want to talk to you guys about what is your life purpose and how do you know what your life purpose is? Because I always talk to women about, and I made a video earlier today about what your life purpose is, and me coming to the realization that I'm only going to do my life purpose every single day. I'm only going to work for myself. I'm only going to empower women. I'm only going to run my business. That's all I'm going to do. But there are some people who have not come to that realization yet. And perhaps you're asking yourself, okay, Hadida, I've been thinking about that too, but how do I know what my life purpose is? How do I know that what I'm doing every single day is what I'm supposed to be doing? How do I know that I'm really living my purpose-driven life? And so my tip to you, or the thing that I want to tell you, is purpose equals passion. The way that you know that something is your life purpose is you are passionate about it. When I talk about women healing, when I talk about women being empowered, when I talk about herbs and natural healing modalities, when I talk about acupressure or acupuncture, when I talk about the different things that make me happy, when I talk about the crafts that I do, I get extremely passionate. I get extremely happy. Every part of my body is tingling while I'm talking to you on this channel, right? And I want you guys to think, what is it that makes me feel extremely passionate? What is it that I've been thinking about doing, that I've been contemplating about moving forward on? What is it that maybe I haven't even put much thought into it because I'm so caught up in the 9-to-5 hustle and bustle of life that I haven't even given a chance to think about what it is that I want to do. I want you guys to think right now, as soon as this video is over, what is it that you're passionate about? And what it is that you're passionate about is 9 out of 10 times related to what your purpose is. If you are passionate about animals, for example, right? You always thought about being a veterinarian. You watch Animal Kingdom on TV. You like to rescue every stray cat that's in the street. If you see a sick dog, whether you're scared of it biting you or not, you put that aside and you take it to the vet. Maybe your life passion is being a veterinarian. Maybe your life passion is helping, the animal kingdom. That's your life passion. That's something that makes you feel inspired every single day to do it. Your purpose is something that inspires you, that makes you feel deep down within yourself that you are creating a difference in the world. Okay, so I want you guys to really, really put thought into, what is my passion? What is it that makes me tick? What is it that makes me happy? What is it that brings me gratification? And the gratification shouldn't be in a solely thinking about self way. The gratification is something that's like, I'm grateful to the universe for giving me this skill, or giving me this thought, or giving me this nudge to do this particular task. And that gratification feeds your passion, which inspires you, which helps you figure out your purpose. Okay? The next thing that I want to say to you guys is part of knowing what your purpose is to know what you love, because your purpose is directly connected to what you love to do. Every single day, you should be doing something that you love to do, right? Not something that's like, oh man, I gotta go to work today at 9 o'clock. You shouldn't be on the phone with your girlfriend like I was earlier today, like, sis, I gotta go into the store. I gotta go do these audits. And please just encourage me to go in here and do this job that I signed up to do. That should not be your energy. Your energy should be like, not only did I just work 8 hours on my business, on, say, rescuing animals, if we're going to use that example, now I'm going to go and I'm going to stay up another 2 hours. Like, I know I should be going to sleep because I got to be up early for such and such time, but I want to put in another 2 hours real quick, and I'm going to write this blog post, or I'm going to, go find these videos of animals who are needing help and make a little trailer and then make a campaign so that I can raise money to help more animals. I mean, whatever it is that your passion may be, you want to be thinking about this, and it needs to be something that you love to do, not something you like to do, not something that you drag and have to go do, something that you love to do. Because if you love to do it, you want to be passionate about it. And once again, if you're passionate about it, you're going to be inspired to do it. And when you're inspired to do it, it pushes you to live your purpose. Okay, the next thing and the next way to know what your purpose is, I don't want you to be worried about the money. Now, this is going to sound a little bit crazy, but this is going to take for you to have faith. Right? This is going to take you to exercise your faith, to exercise your belief that as long as you're contributing to the universe, you will never be in a lacking position. So the more you give, the more you give, not only to, say, the needy, but in whatever way it may be, financially, food wise. So if you cook for the homeless, the more whatever it is that you decide to do, the more you give, the more you will get. So I was talking to my dad today on the way home from work when I was out working earlier. I picked him up and I was talking to him about me feeling some type of way about not wanting to go to work, and how I've been getting this communication from spirit every single day and literally being hindered by spirit when it's time for me to go to these jobs to do my job, right? And so I was talking to him and he said, have you ever heard the story of the monkey who put his hand in a jar? And I was like, no. He was like, okay, let me tell you. So he told me the story of this monkey. This monkey, there was a marble in a jar, right? And I'm going to use this as a demonstration. You see these little marbles in here? The monkey put his hand into the jar, right? And he went to pick up a stone. But when he went to pull his hand out, his hand was holding the stone, right? The monkey literally died, you guys. He died. Why? Because he stayed there so long. Like, I literally cannot pull my hand out this jar because my hand is clasped, my fist is clasped, holding on to this marble, right? But the minute I let the marble go, and I had to literally release my hand in this motion to pull it out the jar. The minute I let the marble go, I'm wanting to let whatever it is that I'm attached to go, I can now move forward. What does that have to do with your purpose? What does that have to do with living the purpose-driven life? You cannot be worried about what it is that you want to obtain, right? Which, of course, is money. When you are living your life, when you are doing what your purpose is, it means that you are aligning directly with the universe. And when you're aligning directly with the universe, there is nothing that you will be lacking. The universe will give back to you everything, not only that you gave, but 10 times fold. For Muslims, we call what other people call the universe Allah. And in the Quran, it says, when you give, when you walk towards Allah, Allah will run towards you. What does that mean? That means when you take a step towards doing a good, right? you're going to get back more than what you put out. And that means that you will never, as long as you are living your purpose and doing your purpose driven life, you will never be in lack. If only that monkey would have let go of the concept of him needing to hold on to whatever it is that he had in his hand, he wouldn't have died holding his hand in that jar. He would have gotten away from that jar. He would have went on living his life. But he was so attached to holding on to what it is that he wanted that he couldn't move beyond what he was trying to do. And so that also goes to talk about the person who obtained something. Okay, I'm given this notebook, right? Okay, I had this notebook in my hand. I want to get another notebook. In order to get another notebook, I have to let go of the one that I had in order to open up my hand to receive again. But if my hand is steady clasped, nothing can get into it or get out of it. When you are not giving, you are not going to receive. So a portion of that is giving back to the universe, okay, and giving back to humanity. But another portion of that is not being attached to a concept of, oh man, I got to do this so I can get money. I got to get money, because that was the only reason that I was doing the auditing job. It wasn't that I was feeling fulfilled in it. It wasn't that I was helping people. It wasn't that I was empowering women. It wasn't that I was working with herbs. It was simply because this is little money that I need right now, the right now money, right? We working for the right now, the right now, the right now. It's not building anything. It's not building any empires for the future. It's simply helping us right now in this present moment that we're in. So if I know that about the audits, that these audits are not helping me move forward in what it is that I want to do, I got to let it go. I got to let it go. I got to walk out on faith. I got to step into my purpose, right? And stay in that. Never, ever look back and be like, man, am I going to have the money to pay my electric bill, my gas bill, my cable bill? None of that, y'all. I'm telling you, when you walk in what your purpose is, the universe will provide. Allah will provide, the Most High, whatever you call him, will provide every single need and want. Matter of fact, he will give you more than what you have ever imagined, because you will not only be serving yourself, but you will be serving others. And so that brings me into my next thing of how you know what your purpose is. Every purpose of a person who came into this earth is in some way, shape, or form going to help contribute toward the greater good of this entire universe. Your purpose, I'm telling you, will never be anything that is selfish. And I want you to stop and think about that for a second. Your purpose is not going to be something that is only feeding you. Your purpose is going to be something that in some way, shape, or form is helping others, is bringing help and assistance or money or a resource or a service to others. How do millionaires become millionaires? There's multiple things. And I want to do a topic on this because I've been studying a lot of millionaires lately, right? And I see some things that are in common with all of them. But one of the things that they do is they create something, whatever their business is, that's going to serve more than themselves. It doesn't just serve their community, it serves all of the world. It's something that the entire world can use. That's how they become millionaires. One of the ways they become millionaires. You can't become a millionaire if only two people need to buy your thing. You can't become a millionaire if only two people need your service. You can't become a millionaire if you're not contributing to more than just the people on your block. It has to be something that is globally impactful. Your purpose, whatever it is, has to reach more than just you, has to have the potential to go beyond you and your home. That's how you know that it's a purpose and that it's not an ego-driven task. It is a life-altering, purpose-driven task. Okay? The next thing that I want to tell you that you know what your purpose is I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. 3 questions is, 1, are you living your dream life? Okay. 2, are you feeling fulfilled? And 3, are you giving, contributing, or helping others? Are you living your dream life? Are you feeling fulfilled? And are you contributing or helping others? And when you can answer yes to all three of those questions, then you know that you are doing your purpose. Your purpose will be something that you always dreamed about. You always thought about. When you were asleep, you not only dreamed about it in a waking state, but literally at night, you dreamed about doing it. You dreamed about, for example, when I was little, I always wanted to be a doctor. I talked to you guys about this in another video. I always wanted to be a neurosurgeon. I said, when I get older, I'm going to be a neurosurgeon. I'm going to be a neurosurgeon. I'm going to be a neurosurgeon. I used to dream about me being a doctor and walking into a place and helping people. Now, back then, I thought that it was medically based because, I thought it was medically based because I had an uncle who was a podiatrist, right? And he used to do surgeries and things like that. And so I knew that I was fascinated with the brain. I was fascinated with healing. I was fascinated with what doctors did. They healed and they helped people is what I thought at that time. And so I was like, oh man, I want to be a doctor. And so when I started thinking about what is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to do? I came up with the brain because I was fascinated in the way that the brain worked. And I was fascinated in the neurological system. And so I said, okay, I'm going to be a neurosurgeon. I didn't at that time realize that my purpose wasn't necessarily to be a surgeon. My purpose was to be a healer and to be a doctor. At the time, I thought it was in a medical field, but really it was in a naturopathic field, which I'm grateful for every single day that I made the switch. But my point is, it's something that I dreamed about. It's something that I fantasized about. It's something that I couldn't wait to accomplish. Your purpose is something that you dream about, that you're inspired about, that you can't wait to accomplish. That's your purpose. If you don't feel those things about it, it's not your purpose. I feel fulfilled, okay, which is the second question, every time I sit down and I have a consultation with somebody about their health. Every time I say, okay, I got something, I got a cure for that, sis. I know a herb that you can use for that, brother. I know something that you could do for that. And then I go into my red room and I literally pour out, based upon what spirit is telling me at the moment, the measurement of herbs that it is, right? That I need to have in the package for this person and their ailment. After I do their scan or their acupressure or their reading, whatever it is that the reason why they came to me, whatever the consultation said at the time that they needed, when I go to those herbs and I'm helping them heal, and then I call them and I follow up with them, or before I even get a chance to follow up with them, I get a phone call that says, that herb you gave me, like, I don't have no more pain. Like, as of the second day after I started taking it, I don't have no more pain. It brings a sense of fulfillment to me. Because I'm not just impacting myself. I'm not just helping my own pocket. I am changing people's lives with the work that I do. I am affecting, in a positive way, people's aspect of life and what they have the ability to do with their own body. The fact that they have the ability to heal themselves, that the body is a self-healing machine. I am helping them come into that realization through their consultation. And then after they come into that realization, I'm giving them the herbs or the spiritual prayers or the exercises and whatever particular part of the body that's going to help push them towards doing it themselves. And it's so fulfilling for a person to not only come to that realization, but then to start to move with that every day and to begin to change their life for the better. That is a fulfilling feeling. So your purpose is something that is going to be fulfilling for you. Okay, it's going to be something that makes you feel fulfilled. And then the third question is, are you contributing or helping others? And like I said already to you guys a few minutes ago, when you are helping and contributing to others, then you know that you are living your purpose. Nothing about your purpose is selfish. Nothing about your purpose is ego-driven. Your purpose, we were sent here into this earth to realize why we were here, and then to fulfill that purpose while we were here, of why we are here. And so that purpose, by whatever it is that you were sent here to do, if you're a financial, expert and you're sent here to help people get life insurance and you sell 50,000 life policies a year and you help people realize that life insurance is not just about when you die, it's also about being able to have investments. Okay, if you have an IUL, you can pull off of your life insurance policy. Hence why it's called life insurance. It ain't called death insurance. Excuse my horrible English. It ain't called death insurance. It's called life insurance. So when you are helping people realize, like, if you have an IUL, the money that you're looking for being able to borrow from a loan or a bank or whatever, however many years down the line that you're asking people for help with, you can borrow from yourself out of your life insurance policy that you've been paying to yourself. You'll be like, oh, okay, I'm helping to change other people's lives. I'm helping to increase their financial status. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping them be able to achieve some of their own goals because they're able to get a loan from themselves, from their own life insurance policy, and they're able to use that. Go look up IULs if you don't know about them. That's another thing. Like, I have my life insurance license. Go look up IULs if you don't know about them. Maybe we'll talk about that in another lesson. I feel like everything that I bring up, I'm like, oh yeah, we could talk about that. We could talk about, I have 50 million ideas for videos. But anyway, that's something we could get into. Life insurance. Using life insurance for your life, not for just your death. Leaving enough money for you to be able to take care of your burial, but more importantly, for you to be able to take care of your life. That's what life insurance is about. But anyway, just got off topic. The point is, no matter what your job is, selling life insurance, being a financial financier for a bank, being a holistic healer, being a veterinarian, in some kind of way, shape, or form is going to be pouring back into humanity. It's not just servicing self. Okay? So I have an activity I want you guys to do. And when you do this, it's going to help you figure out, if you don't already know what your purpose is, what your purpose is today. Okay? So first thing that you're going to do in this activity is write down a list of things that you always wanted to do. This could be 2 things and this could be 20 things, right? After you write down a list of things that you always wanted to do, I want you to think about how you would explain this list of things to someone else. After you think about it, jot it down, the main points about it, right? And then I want you to sit, and this is going to sound crazy, and if you have people in your house, they're going to be like, are you all right in there? You talking to yourself? Or even use them as your second party. But for me, I have Rukiah and my grandmother who I take care of who has dementia. So it's not like I could sit down and talk about my list of things to Rukiah necessarily, or my grandmother who has dementia. So I would be doing it by myself. So you write down your list of things. And then after you write down your list of things, you explain as if you're talking to someone. If you have someone that you could explain it to, talk to them and tell them about what it is that you want to do, that you want to accomplish. The way that you know if it's your purpose is you will become passionate about it when you're explaining it to the person. Thoughts and inspirations that you never even thought about will begin to come to the forefront of your mind. So say, for example, I'm talking about my clothing line that I always dreamed of doing with the African attire, right? I'm going to be talking about what my plans is. All right, I planned on open up this company called Jeff Jill, and it's inside of my clothing line called Embellished by H. And when I do this, I'm going to do blah, 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 and I'm going to get a store and I'm going to do this. And then all of a sudden, while I'm sitting there and I'm talking about it, I start to be like, oh, and you know what else I could do? I can make these particular type of head wraps, and I could bring this jewelry back. Oh my God, hold up. I need to plan this trip to Senegal. I need to do this. I need to do that. You start doing all of this when you're talking about it. You start telling a person like, yeah, what you think about that? And you call up this friend and you call up that friend and you do this and you do that. That's passion. That's what passion looks like, ladies and gentlemen. And that passion that you are feeling when you are walking into, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm thinking about doing. I'm not sure if it's my purpose. You're going to know if it's your purpose if you get passionate. But if it's something that you like, I was thinking, I'm gonna create a clothing line. It's gonna be called Jeff Jill, and it's gonna really, yield a whole bunch of money a year because, say like my clothing line is gonna be about T-shirts, and like T-shirts is really something that everybody likes, and I can sell them on Amazon, and when I sell them on Amazon, according to so and so, they were saying that on the YouTube channel, they were saying you can make like $50 million a year doing T-shirts. What is the difference between me telling you this way and when I was telling you like this? It's the passion, it's the drive, it's the enthusiasm. When you are talking about your passion, when you are walking in your purpose, right? Every part of your body, all five of your senses get involved in it. You start to feel it. You start to see it. You start to be able to smell what your factory would smell like while you're making the clothes. You can imagine yourself walking to it. You can imagine yourself making the stuff for it. All five of your senses are alert and are excited about this. And they're all active in it, right? That's your purpose. So do this activity right now. See if you can figure out what your purpose is. I would love for you guys to comment below. Did these different tips and tricks help you? What is your purpose? What are you doing to start your purpose? How are you advancing in your purpose today, right now? Because this year we are being unapologetically excellent. We are not procrastinating, right? We are moving forward on what it is that we want to do. This year, right now, you're going to start your purpose. And this purpose is going to be something that you discover starting right now in these tips and tricks, right? Use these, see if they help you. Comment below. Let me know if they were a help to you. If not, we can dialogue. I can give you some more examples. I can give you some more ideas on how to figure out what your purpose is. If you like this video, if this is something that you will be interested in seeing more of, please also comment below. Let me know if there was other topics that I didn't talk about that you would like me to talk about. Put it down below in the comment section. Email me, whatever you need to do, thisred10@gmail.com. Email me about it. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, become a part of this Red Tent family. And then as we build this channel and as we do more dialogues, there will be so many things that we are growing in and moving into 2019 and hopefully for many years to come together. I love you guys. I want to say peace. I want to say thank you for watching me talk about this topic of living your purpose-driven life and how do you know what your purpose is. And also, I would love to I plan on seeing you guys soon. Peace.